Welcome to WWE Attitude Years 2000, where Triple H buried everyone, The Rock roasted everything, and Vince McMahon was out here beefing with his kids. TLC got brutal. The Radicalz bailed on WCW, and nothing made sense, but we loved every second. Hop into our time machine, and let's get in Censor.
What's up, everybody? You are checking out the Uncensored Pro Wrestling Podcast. I'm your host, the Hot Commodity, Aunt C, joined by my own sexy hot commodity, who is chilling with me.
That's me.
That's Aunt B. And we are going to say goodbye to 2025 and jump into our self-made time machine to cover the Attitude Era. But before we do that, we here at the Uncensored Pro Wrestling Podcast have decided to give you an actual schedule of shows and recaps that we're going to be doing. So I will post that on YouTube later on, but I will say now we will be doing starting, I think, tomorrow. Today, well, it might be a little bit difficult this week. We're going to start tomorrow, but we have the AEW All-In recap that we're going to be dropping. We also have our Slammiversary, which we'll be watching soon, to be dropping. But our weekly schedule will be Mondays will be a weekly recap of what happened throughout WWE, NXT, and AEW. We'll be covering all of that. Tuesdays will be our Throwback Tuesday with 2 Attitude Era episodes dropping and a recap of Monday Night Raw. Wednesday will be a recap of NXT. Thursday will be Dynamite recap along with... Wait, let me make sure I have this right, because I don't want to make sure I'm giving you guys the wrong information.
And we gotta make sure we watch NXT every week.
We will. We're gonna be doing our thing. Okay, hang on. Let me give you the actual, because I have it here in my notes. Okay, Monday the recap: Raw, SmackDown, NXT, AEW, all that good stuff. Tuesday, Throwback Tuesday with 2 Attitude Era episodes. Wednesday will be the Raw recap. Thursday will be NXT and an episode of Attitude Era. So you'll get 2 episodes of Attitude on Tuesday, 1 episode on Thursday, along with NXT. Friday is the AEW recap episode. We'll be breaking down Dynamite. Saturday is the SmackDown recap. And Sunday Slam will be full about bloopers, botches, funny moments, and good stuff like that. So I will be officially posting that on YouTube and our social media. So fun stuff looking ahead. What do you think?
I'm excited.
I'm so fucking excited to be with you. So let's leave 2025 and jump into our time machine. We are traveling back to the Attitude Years, covering WWF Raw Is War, live on November 27th, 2000.
No Donald Trump, no COVID.
Yes, none of that. We're going to the University of Iowa, where Jerry the King Lawler is happy because it is co-ed there. That is a university where females and males could.
And Jerry Lawler's healthy. He didn't have any heart attacks.
Yeah, he was fine back in the day. I mean, he was a little pervert, but he was fucking killing it. WWF Champion Kurt Angle comes out to kick off the night to basically bitch and moan like he normally does. And Angle says, as another pay-per-view approaches, I have to ask a question. When you people are at your job, are you ever in danger of someone attacking you just because they can? This is the only profession where people can commit horrible crimes and get away with it. If awful acts of violence don't end, then I'm taking my title and I'm going home. That's when Commissioner Foley and Lieutenant Commissioner Deborah come out. Foley says, I agree with you, Kurt. Things have gotten out of control. You talk about integrity. When you have an advisor like Stephanie McMahon Helmsley who interferes in all of your matches, you don't have integrity. Then Angle says, having Stephanie on my side is nice, is a good thing. She's nice to look at. Whoa, you got scared. She's nice to look at, but she really was nothing. I'm done with her. Foley says there will be a title match at Armageddon. Tonight, The Rock will take on Rikishi. The winner will face Kurt Angle. So Kurt Angle, man, he pretty much fucking ditched Stephanie here. He was like, I used her. She's good to look at, but I'm done with her.
Well, we'll see.
I don't know, man. Stephanie got, like, fucking ditched here.
We'll see.
I mean, she has a husband, so she shouldn't care, but I don't know. Do you think Kurt Angle has a right to bitch about everything happening?
No. And also, I feel like what's going to happen at the very end, he was in on. So,
Yeah. Yes.
I think he's throwing people off.
Fuck Kurt Angle. I mean, he's an Olympic gold medalist, though, so.
It's true.
We have a 6-person tag match to open Raw. Trish Stratus and T&A against Molly Holly and the Holly Cousins. Crash lands a missile dropkick to Test. Albert lands a delayed double arm suplex to Crash. Molly hits a cannonball off the apron and Trish on the floor. Tex accidentally lands a big boot to Albert, allowing Hardcore Holly to hit Albert with a dropkick, and the Hollies win here. Thoughts?
Yeah, I like seeing the Hollies back together again, and Bob Holly's just coming back. This is just, classic attitude stuff.
It was good to see Molly Holly and Trish again. I like how they continue to keep improving and showing that the women can do it, but the fans just want to see Trish naked and Molly too, for that matter of fact, at that time.
Thanks, Trish.
Thank you, Trish. We see Kurt Angle talking to Kane backstage, and he invites him over for Christmas, and he says, let's talk. And then when we come back from the break, we see Kane attacking Undertaker backstage and lands a big boot into a garage door. Man, if all it took was an invite for Kane for Christmas, things would have been fine. I mean,
I would have invited him over.
I would invite him, What did I say? I made a corny joke, chestnuts roasting over Kane.
Yeah.
But Undertaker, man, his brother has no loyalty to him. Just keeps fucking him up.
Yeah, well,
He did set him on fire. There is that. Intercontinental Champion Billy Gunn. Go ahead.
Allegedly.
Intercontinental Champion Billy Gunn defends against Eddie Guerrero. Eddie tosses Billy into the railing and lands a back suplex for a 2 count. Billy superplexes Eddie and hits a tilt-a-world slam. Perry Saturn gets on the apron, and then Dean Malenko pulls Billy Gunn's leg. Billy tosses Eddie into Dean and then lands a sleeper drop, and Billy Gunn retains the Intercontinental Championship. However, after the match, the Radicalz attack Billy, and Benoit lays out Billy with a flying headbutt. So Billy Gunn won, but he doesn't look like the victor here.
No. I'm getting sick of the Radicalz. They piss me off.
Fuck them.
And they kind of bore me. But, yeah, I was kind of expecting, like, maybe Road Dogg and K-Kwik to come help him, or somebody to help him. Or China.
Even. China's been gone.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
Doing more Playboy. Yeah, I feel like this new gimmick, though, with Billy Gunn is kind of boring. The one Billy Gunn. He needs something. Mr. Ass. I miss Mr. Ass. WWF Champion Kurt Angle comes out for commentary as The Rock takes on Rikishi. Rikishi is a super kick and a belly-to-belly. Rock hits a spine buster and applies a sharpshooter. But then Champion Kurt Angle attacks The Rock and hits an Olympic slam. So The Rock gets the DQ victory after Rikishi just sits on The Rock. So Kurt Angle trying to fuck over The Rock, but he kind of fucked over himself.
Yeah, I'm sure he would rather take on Rikishi than The Rock. So he definitely screwed himself, and I'm definitely excited to see them fight.
Yeah. But I mean, Rikishi just keeps fucking The Rock up, man.
Yeah, I feel like. Oh, I just had fun. Oh, sorry. I feel like Rikishi is definitely going to try to get involved in that match.
Yeah. We see Dean Malenko. This is a weird scene. Dean Malenko flirts with Lita backstage, and she's just like,
this
what you can do?
Creepy.
She's like, you can use your left hand and go home tonight on yourself. And then the Radicalz just like bust the door open, and Lita drops to the floor. And they're like, oh, we can use her as a door stopper. So then the Hardyz go after the Radicalz, but they get destroyed backstage. Really interesting how they just drew these people together here.
Yeah, like they really didn't have a beef with.
And I get Lita's hot, but Lita would not fuck with Dean Malenko when she's with the Hardyz.
No, it was really like creeping and disturbing.
And it's weird because Dean's had this gimmick of like, remember this past year he's been like hooking up with the hoes and like the ladies like him, but Lita would not go for a light heavyweight. I mean, she did date S.A. Rios, but
he's like a creepy little pervert.
Yeah, and he's gonna use his hand tonight. Kane takes on The Undertaker. It is by Pink. Kane takes on the Undertaker here. Undertaker lands a choke slam to Kane, but then Edge, Christian, and Kurt Angle attack the Undertaker, giving Taker the DQ victory. After Edge, Christian, and Kane then continue to assault Undertaker as Kurt Angle runs off. So Kurt Angle is doing a hit and run tonight on all of these potential opponents for him. What'd you think?
Yeah, well, it's not smart because they're definitely, the Undertaker is not going to take it laying down. So
No, he's going to come back, man.
for sure.
We have the right to Censor, Val Venus, and Steven Richards with the women's champion Ivory taking on the Road Dogg and K-Kwik here. Road Dogg hits a pump handle slam to Val Venus early on. K-Kwik backdrops Val Venus and then lands a reverse superplex, and K-Kwik and the Road Dogg get the win and possibly a tag team title match down the line. What do you think?
Yeah,
They're going to get fucking rowdy.
Yeah, I could see them as tag team champions for a little while for sure.
Yeah, I mean, and again, it's cool to see K-Kwik because we see R-Truth now, what he's doing, but it's cool to see him younger. And Road Dogg, he's about to leave soon, so it's good to see this right now.
Yeah, and Road Dogg's really I love Road Dogg. He's meant to tag team fight.
Yeah.
So
Next up, the Radicalz with Terry Runnels take on the Hardy Boys and Chris Jericho. Jericho applies the walls of Jericho to Dean Malenko, and Dean taps out, so Jericho and the Hardys win. After Eddie Guerrero tries to attack, but Jericho applies the walls to Eddie. The Radicalz get advantage, though. Benoit applies a crossface, and Eddie hits Jeff Hardy with a frog splash. Again, the Radicalz laying waste to everybody. And fuck the Radicalz.
and who were the tag team? Oh,
Right to Censor.
Censor. Yeah. Yeah, the Radicalz, like I said before, they're just kind of boring and fuck with people. They're like Right to Censor. Nobody wants to see them.
No. This was a match that I didn't want to see.
And they're like heels, but even though they're like heels in like a boring way.
Yeah, they suck.
Yeah.
Hardcore champion Steve Blackman defends against Tiger Ali Singh here, and I think a lot of Middle Eastern people are going to be very offended by this match. Blackman attacks Tiger with a trash can lid, takes off Tiger's turban, and hits Tiger Ali Singh with a super kendo stick shot, and then Blackman puts the turban on Tiger. Tiger's storyline has been that he hasn't been treated the same in America. This is all pre 9/11, but still, man, fuck Tiger Ali Singh.
Yeah, they stop him from getting in every show.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
America power. We see The Rock attacking Kurt Angle, Edge, and Christian backstage, and The Rock getting his licks in before Kurt Angle has to defend the WWF Championship against Stone Cold Steve Austin here. Austin slams Angle into the announce desk and the ring steps. Stephanie McMahon Helmsley then comes out to the ring. Austin hits a stunner to Angle, but then Triple H attacks Stone Cold Steve Austin. Austin gets a DQ victory, but not the championship.
And Stephanie kind of comes out first.
Yep, she did. Yep. Triple H destroys Stone Cold Steve Austin after the match, and then Stephanie tosses a chair into the ring, and Triple H lays out Austin with a neck breaker on top of the steel chair. What were your thoughts?
This was the thing. I knew that Austin wasn't going to win, and they kind of ruined it because usually when there's a match like this, they'll say, oh, the winner is going to face The Rock at the pay-per-view, but they really weren't kind of doing that. They were just like, well, Kurt Angle's going to face The Rock at the pay-per-view, and he's going to defend his title tonight against Austin. They didn't make it seem like, oh shit, Austin could win and go against The Rock. And I mean, how it sounds stupid, but it kind of, you know what I mean? It makes your perspective, you know what's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Triple H getting his lick back, though, fucking up Austin.
He did fuck him up. And Stephanie definitely came out and distracted Austin, and Austin gave her the finger, and she was not happy. And I feel like, Kurt Angle was kind of throwing everybody off, saying he didn't need Stephanie anymore because Stephanie and Triple H kind of came to his aid, although Triple H did
push him.
Push him. So.
Yeah. But Austin's definitely going to get a comeback from this. He can't take this down.
Austin's going to be champion soon.
Before we wrap up, what do you think was the biggest attitude moment of the night? I think Steve Blackman putting on the turban. I mean, that wouldn't happen.
That was good, and I felt like Triple H attacking Austin.
Yeah. Yeah, we see that a lot now, but not with, he attacked the neck of Austin, which is something that Austin's dealt with. He broke his neck 1997, so they bled that into reality there. Well, we've covered all this episode of Raw. If you want to check out our older episodes of the Attitude Years, you can check them out in the archives. Make sure you subscribe, like, and hit the notification bell. We will see you tomorrow. Tomorrow will be a bit different. We're going to be dropping the All-In recap, so be prepared for that. And we'll be starting our official schedule not next week, but in 2 weeks. So until next time, stay safe and stay uncensored.